In a distant IT ocean, where waves of code crashed against the shores of servers and the winds of innovation carried ideas across the globe, there lived a developer named Alex. He wasn't just any developer. Oh no, he was a true master of his craft. A legend, a mythical creature in the world of code. He could turn even the most complex task into an elegant solution with the sheer power of his keyboard and coffee-fueled determination. His name was known far beyond his hometown, and clients from all over the world queued up to bathe in the glow of his coding genius. Alex was renowned for his work ethic, his ability to find unconventional solutions, and of course, his relentless dedication. He was what people called a developer from God. One day, after what felt like the 100th consecutive all-nighter, Alex decided he needed a break. A real break. So, he decided to go fishing. Not just any fishing. This was the kind of fishing where the world slowed down, and he could hear the sweet sound of silence, interrupted only by the occasional ping from his email. He picked a quiet spot by the lake, the kind that didn't have Wi-Fi and no one could ping him for a bug fix. Armed with a fishing rod and a dream, he cast his line, sat back, and waited. Time passed. The sun dipped below the horizon, and suddenly, the float jerked sharply. No, it wasn't an email from his client demanding another feature. It was a real bite. Feeling the resistance, Alex carefully reeled in the line. To his utter astonishment, he didn't pull up an ordinary fish. No, this was a golden fish, shimmering in the moonlight like a super fancy jazz gradient. The fish, now in Alex's hands, spoke, "Thank you for releasing me back into the water. In gratitude, I will grant you 3 wishes. But be warned, developer. Every wish must be thoughtful, or the consequences could be unpredictable." Alex, always the pragmatist, or maybe just too tired to care, didn't hesitate. "My first wish," he said with all the seriousness of a man who has been in the IT trenches too long, "is to create the perfect app for my client." The fish blinked, and suddenly, poof, an app appeared. It was beautiful, a true work of art. The user interface was cleaner than a codebase after a refactor. The functionality was flawless, like not even a single bug in sight. It was the kind of app that would make even the most nitpicky developer drop their coffee in awe. Alex, satisfied, sent it off to the client, eagerly awaiting the praise. The next morning, an email arrived. "The app is wonderful," the client wrote, "but I need users to be able to add photos in the comments." "Oh, and could you make the buttons animated? Also, add a promotions tab. This will definitely increase engagement." Alex sighed. Of course the client needed more. But, being the responsible developer he was, he went back to the fish. "I need a few updates to meet the client's demands," he said. The fish nodded, probably because it had seen this all before. And, just like that, the app was updated with the new features. 2 days later, the client returned. "You know what would really make the app shine? Google Maps integration, a like button in the comments, and, wait for it, make sure the app works on the oldest devices too." By now, Alex could feel his sanity slipping through the cracks of this app. Each request was like adding another feature to a tower of Jenga blocks, just waiting to collapse. But hey, why not, right? He turned to the fish again. The fish, with an almost knowing look, added the new features. A few days passed. The client wasn't done. "You know, I've been thinking," he wrote. "The app is a bit complicated. Can we simplify the interface? Also, add a video support chat so users can communicate in real time. This will help increase loyalty." At this point, Alex's brain was officially fried. He trudged back to the lake, thinking that if there were ever a time to quit, it was now. The fish, sensing the despair in his voice, said, "You've asked for too much. The app is now so complicated, it might as well start asking for a raise. The code is a disaster. Clients don't understand that quality doesn't come in bulk features." Alex had his aha moment. It wasn't just the app that had gone off the rails, it was his entire approach. He remembered when he first started in IT, back when creating something useful and beautiful was the goal, not just throwing features at the wall to see what stuck. That's when it hit him. A quality app isn't about cramming every single wish into one project. It's about balancing needs and making decisions that make sense. Sometimes, the best solution is telling the client, "No, we're not going to add 17 more features because your app already looks like a tech version of a hoarder's garage." With a new sense of purpose, Alex simplified the app. He cut out all the unnecessary fluff and focused on what mattered: usability, speed, and stability. He sat down with the client, calmly explaining that less is more. Quality isn't just about adding more features, it's about building the right ones. He politely and gently reminded them that the app wasn't a buffet of features, but a carefully crafted meal. In the end, Alex had a revelation. A quality app isn't just about code. It's about having the wisdom to make the right choices. And yes, sometimes that wisdom means saying, "No, we won't add a dancing unicorn to the homepage just because you saw it in a competitor's app." From that day on, Alex became not only the best developer, but also a sage advisor to his clients. His apps were benchmarks of quality, and his name became synonymous with professionalism in the IT ocean. And the golden fish? It remained in the lake, occasionally shimmering in the water when Alex went fishing. It had taught him one last lesson. Magic isn't about granting every wish. It's about knowing when to say no to keep things simple, elegant, and, most importantly, usable. Like the video? Give it a like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Leave a comment on which story to adapt next.